Why you should read Theo of Golden by Levi. Also, this was my first five-star read of 2026, so that says a lot about this book. But before we get into the why, पहले मैं book के बारे में थोड़ा बता देती हूँ. So this book is set in the small town of Golden, where one day a mysterious old man named Theo arrives in the town. And Theo is someone who is very curious, very inquisitive about his surroundings, about people, basically about everything. He pauses, observes, and try to understand everything. So now, while exploring and observing, Theo arrives in this local coffee shop where he sees 92 pencil portraits of people hanging on the wall, and he's very fascinated by the sheer beauty of those portraits. And also a little surprised कि कोई portraits खरीद नहीं रहा. So Theo begins purchasing this portrait one by one, and he starts gifting them to their rightful owners. And the gifting of portraits is generally so beautiful. The kind of conversation Theo has with them, with all sorts of people from different backgrounds, and it made me realize that sometimes it's actually so important to sit down and listen to someone else's story without any judgment. I think sometimes we really need to get off our phone and listen to somebody else. The core of this book, I would say, is kindness. How even one small act of kindness can change people around you, and in this case, the entire town. And when we think about kindness, हमारे or when a stranger is kind to us, हमारे दिमाग में सबसे पहला thought ये आता है कि सामने वाले को कुछ चाहिए. That it is difficult for us to believe that someone can be kind to us without wanting anything in return. And I think that's what we're made to believe, that kindness and goodness will ask something of you. And this book sort of changes that around. And this book also has this one quote, which is the best portion of a good person's life is the little nameless, unremembered act of kindness and love. And I feel this is actually this quote is basically the essence of the book. There's also one more quote that I want to read out. Wait. Yeah, so another quote is do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. In other words, do good, but try to do it without notice or hope of reward. And I think these two quotes form the core and essence of this book, that be kind without expecting anything in return, without expecting any reward. Just be good, do good. This book restores your faith in humanity and makes you believe that there are still good people out there who love each other, who care for each other. And it is the kind of book, that is good for your heart and leaves you as a better person, or at least wanting to be a better person. So if you want to read something that is really wholesome and just good, then this is the book that you should pick up.